Today we're going to be reviewing the KAYTEE Critter Tail cage and why it's a horrible cage. So here's my cage that Ashley sadly used to live in, and I'll start this video by saying if you guys own a critter tail, please consider moving your hamster to a larger cage, as a living, breathing animal should not live in something as big as your head. So we are just going to go ahead and set up this cage, and Shep is going to help me. Come here. Come here. You can come help me? Okay, so we are going to get started by setting up the cage. You need to move. You need to move. So I'm going to go ahead and set the cage, and I don't know how well I'm going to be able to set this up because I remember last time it was really hard, so we will see. And this piece is already on, and I'm not going to take it apart because this took us like an hour to set up while our hamster was in a tiny cardboard box waiting to go into her home. So, and I regret that, so yeah. Alright, we are going to set this up. I think this also came with like pamphlets and stuff, and I wish I went to throw them away, but I did. So, and it came with instructions, but I think I'll be able to do this. So, the cage starts out by putting this on here. Okay, well it's on. It's just like not hamster safe proof really. Shit, come here. Come here. I know. So, and then this is the water bottle that came with it, and we used this for a little while. How did this fall out? Okay, well, it's on, kind of. So this water bottle goes on the back right here, and then it just slides. How does this go in? I'm confused. Like that? Because I know this is the thing that holds it, but this doesn't even slide through the crack, so I'm very confused. And now this just popped out. What are you doing? Oh. Well, I know, I put this on backwards. I am also going to measure this in a second, the base, to see how big this is. Because I know this is probably like nowhere near a suitable size for what a hamster should be living in. So our hamsters were only living in here for like a couple months. I want to say it wasn't that too long, I mean, thankfully. But, okay, I think it's on now. Better. So the doors are all over here, and then, okay. So the water bottle just goes through here, and then, like, there. Okay, well, it's on. So we got the water bottle on, which overall the water bottle is an okay water bottle. But I did, like, switch to a better water bottle in a water dish just because it's, like, the water wasn't getting through. So it's not the best of water bottles, so. Okay, anyway, and then down here, there were these platforms. These somehow went into here. And for Syrian, these tubes would be too small because of how it goes around the corner. I mean, it's fine for a dwarf, but not a Syrian enough. Overall, I'm actually not a big fan of these tubes because they're like neon. They're like neon. So the light could get them hotter, you know, so yeah. Also, I'm sure a lot of people use these for their Syrians when they probably shouldn't have, so. Yeah, just sit right here. You can sit right here so everybody can see you. Okay, you like that? Good boy. Okay, so, and then these went, this was another hard part I want to say. I'm not sure how far down these went, but I will try my best to see. I'm going to put them in that so actually get that honors in. I think that's level. No hamsters are going to be going here anyway. I just want to set it up right. And then I think we had this one up a little bit higher. No. This is going to be hard. I'm not sure. I think this one's bent. This side because. Okay, well, that's how I set up the platforms. And then I put bedding in, but obviously I couldn't put that much because that's the base, so. Okay, and then in here went the wheel, and the wheel connected to the sides, but since we use these wheels for a while, but I'm also planning to get a bigger wheel since this is only like an 8 or 6 inch, so just so you guys know. And also makes a squeaking sound. But it basically connected on the back, and then it went into the cage. But I'm just gonna put this down here. Okay, well, we get a tilted wheel in there. Okay, we have all these stoppers for the little holes and thing, and I'm not even sure where these go. So that's gonna be fun finding out where those go. I'm gonna try and put this one, no, this one was for the top, I'm sure. That goes in sort of well, but if a hamster really wanted to, they could definitely get out of this cage. Okay, so I put the cage stoppers in, and then I put the bowl up here. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, what happened is I think this tube went in here. Yeah. So this long one, it hooks up here somehow. Okay, well, I think I kind of got it in. It's like barely in there though. But I guess it's just how it goes. Okay. And then this cover went in here somehow. And then okay, there. This is a very poorly made cage. Okay, it's on. This connected into here somehow. Okay, that actually kind of helps. Wait, so then that's in there. And then I don't know where my other tube is. It might be in my hamster cage, but oh, I get this. Okay, well, this goes in and has a hole, and then a tube led down from here. So that it goes in there. This one went in here somehow, and then this one, that one already has a stopper. Must have went like wherever I didn't want the tube. So here is the finished result of this dreaded hamster cage. And as you can see, it's tiny. I can't believe Ashley lived in there for a month. But I'm very glad that I now have her in a better cage. And then I'm going to go measure the base because I want to know how wide this is. So, okay, so I measured, and this is a grand total of 112 square inches. So, yeah, this is trash. So please don't get this cage because I guarantee your hamster will be way more happier in a bin cage. And actually, I don't know if you guys know this cage is now $60 or $70 on PetSmart for this thing. And you can buy a bin cage for $20. That's 10 times bigger than this. So, just a suggestion. So now I have to take this apart. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my cage just because, to show you guys what a suitable hamster cage is. So let's go do that. So here is Ashley's cage with a grand total of 128 square inches. As you can see, it's a little messy, but if you guys notice, I had a sand bath in there now, as I showed in my previous video. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a lot better cage than the Critter Tail, and this is just the Songmics pet playpen for $50 on Amazon. So yeah. So we will see you guys in my next video, and if you guys have any questions about this cage or my cage, then be sure to comment in the comments below, and yeah, I will see you guys next week. So bye!